everyone, Adam here. So I'm just doing a video of some of the recent video games I've been playing, and I'll tell you what I think of them. Alright, here we go. First off, I want to talk about a game called A Plague Tale: Innocence. The story is set in 1348 during the 100 Years' War in France. It tells the story of Amicia and Hugo, brother and sister. Amicia's the teenage one, and her brother's 5 years old, I think it is. Yeah, her brother's 5 years old. After their village is attacked by the French Inquisition, they have to escape. It's just them. And they've got to make it to salvation. There's a couple of problems. Well, first, the French Inquisition is after them, and this is set during the Black Plague, which means there's rats. Lots of rats. And trust me, these rats are vicious. If you get caught in the rats, they will eat you, and it's usually most video games I don't find that disturbing, but if you accidentally get eaten by rats, it's kind of is disturbing, actually. As for the gameplay, this is really a stealth game. You've got to figure out the best course of action, because your only weapon is a slingshot, which means you either use it for distraction, or if you're lucky enough, you can knock people out, knock them in the head. And the gameplay can be really tense, and that's what I like. You got to think the best course of action. You can't just always run in there. And to be honest, stealth isn't always one of my strengths in gameplay, but I did like this. I mean, because you've got to figure it out. You've also got to avoid getting eaten by rats, but the story here is really well told, and the graphics are top-notch. This is the remastered version they did or I was playing on the PlayStation 5, so kind of like a mix between an Assassin's Creed game and I guess a bit of survival horror element, so I'd recommend this. I would recommend this if you like those type of games. And there is a sequel coming out apparently later this year, which I'm really looking forward to. Also been playing Horizon Forbidden West, of course the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Still in the early stages, but it looks fantastic. I mean, has robot dinosaurs in it, and that's always cool. Continuing the story of Aloy. I mean, I'm still in the very early stages, but it does look fantastic on PS5. And but the combat is pretty good. I think it's improved a little since the last game. But yes, and you do get to ride a robot dinosaur, which is what everybody wants to do. Also played a game called The Medium. It's set in Poland in 1999. Obviously about a medium called Marianne who gets a mysterious phone call from a man named Thomas, which leads her to a place called Neva, where there's a strong paranormal presence. Something bad has happened there. Gameplay is quite interesting. It's a fixed camera like Resident Evil, and the interesting element is sometimes you'll be in the, I guess, real world and the spirit world at the same time. Use a split screen to do this. Like sometimes you can't get through a door in the real world. You have to use you have to unlock the door in the spirit world to get through a door in the real world. It makes more sense if you've actually played the game, but it's not a long game. There's no difficulty setting, but I wouldn't say it's that hard. But I did like it. Pretty good. I will say the acting by the cast is well done, but it does tackle some pretty serious issues, though, that might make some people uncomfortable. See, I did like it, but I will say it won't be for everyone. But I was intrigued where the story was going. The puzzles start off pretty straightforward. As the game went along, they got a bit more challenging, but graphics excellent, actually. And I still like the concept of being in two realms at once. That actually worked pretty well. Also playing WWE 2K22. Of course, this is a follow-up to WWE 2K20, which of course was full of bugs and yeah, was virtually unplayable. Looks like the 2 years between them actually helped. Everything is better. One thing that I've noticed is the reversal system is a lot better. I always had trouble reversing on there, or maybe it was just I was bad at it. The controls are much more fluid, graphics a lot better. I'm doing my rise, where you start off in development and then make your way through the ranks of the WWE. It also brought back a fan favourite of General Manager. I've played it a little bit. It's definitely an improvement over WWE 2K20, that's for sure. So, yeah, so let us know, have you played any of these, or you're interested to play any of them? So I'm going to finish up what I've been playing now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.